And welcome back, everybody. This is the
8-ball challenge.
8-ball challenge.
8-ball challenge. We've been here for 10 days, guys.
CueSports International. This is Freddie Agneer. I'm here with George Teachea. We've got a great matchup here. It's TJ Steinhaus versus Chuang. Lu is a Chinese 8-ball player. Came in third at the World Championship Tournament last year, 2015.
And if you feel you can beat him when you're here at the Rio, he's got a table set up, and he will play $100, race to 3, and
given 2 to 1 on the money.
2 to 1 on the money. You win 200. It's on a Chinese 8-ball table, though. It's a snooker table. 5 by 4.5.
Chinese 8-ball table.
Chinese
it's a Chinese 8-ball table.
Sorry, not a
we have to
table.
stop saying things like it's on a snooker table. It is absolutely a Chinese 8-ball table. Different animal.
Pockets are cut very different from the American ones. Either way, this is on the one-loss side. He has lost. He lost to Josh Roberts, but he beat some players of note. Dan Louie.
Dan Louie from Washington.
And there was another really good player he beat, and I just lost it. Go ahead.
Meanwhile, TJ Steinhaus, you might hear him be called by his full name, but TJ is what he's been called familiarly. So TJ Steinhaus, and you'll see in the background Taylor Hansen, who was his partner in the Scotch doubles previously, but TJ's Fargo rating too high, so Taylor played with her brother, and Taylor and her brother Tristan won the platinum Scotch doubles. Big break here. Cue ball, unfortunately, kicked right in the side pocket. We got a good chance to see Lu at the table right now.
Okay. Coming to the table with an open table. The other player of note that he played prior to this match was Max Eberle. So he's beat 2 top players. So the gentleman can play, and the one he's playing can also.
Interesting here because, you know, playing the Chinese 8-ball, it's a completely different style of play, much like small table 8-ball is different than large table 8-ball. Some certain shots you'd never shoot in Chinese 8-ball, you'd shoot them all day long on the small 7-foot diamond table. So obviously he's adjusted, or his game adjusts well. We'll see how this goes, but he is on the one-loss side, right?
He is on the one-loss side, but he lost to one of our top players, Josh Roberts.
Right.
Yeah, so anyway, on the Chinese 8-ball table, they don't shoot balls down the rail.
Not too much. Not too much.
Soft. They'll bank them. But his pocketing skills are very, very good.
You'll notice his cue stick here. Actually, we wouldn't notice because it's already together, but he does play with a snooker stance and a snooker cue. Yeah. But he's not the snooker champion. He's not the world snooker. He's not the snooker player who carries the same name, Lu Chuang. He's the Chinese 8-ball player.
And let's take a look at.
Oh, he looked away. That's not good form, but he's good enough. Doesn't look too hard. I'm playing with the same balls in Chinese 8-ball.
Tyler Steinhaus, on the other hand.
Yeah, Tyler TJ Steinhaus.
TJ lost his first match to Simon Pickering. He lost 7. He'll match. But he's won 1, 2, 3 matches, and he beat a good player. He beat Stan out of the Northwest, Tarango.
Stan Tarango. Stan is actually from Canada.
Canada, okay.
He's from the northwest of.
Well,
northwest.
Stan Tarango and Dan Louie usually travel together, and
right, they're just over the border from each other, I think.
These two players.
One's in Vancouver and one is from Washington.
Yeah. These two players sent him to the one-loss side. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Interesting here.
Go ahead.
Just the run out here. You know what he's going to end up shooting what normally would be the key ball, but with a smaller table, you can use anything as a key ball. The 5-ball doesn't look good for the key ball at all, but it looks like he's going to get things. That might be what he uses.
He can come over and put it on top and then follow it straight down to play the 8-ball in the corner. But you know, he's moving the ball around, and he's looking at that right now.
It's not ideal, but you know, we've seen in the past, especially when players from different disciplines come to the United States and play American pool, they use their discipline, and it seems to work out, even though it's non-traditional. We've seen that with snooker players playing American straight pool and 9-ball, where the balls go in very non-traditional patterns. This was probably okay, but the 5 is not easy for your last ball. But if he's the position player that we assume he is, probably won't have any problem.
Yeah, he should be able to stun over to the right and then get straight in on this 5. He's not straight in on this 5 yet.
He's got to clear.
He's in trouble.
Well, you know, it's one of the. He's going to follow, I suppose, and get towards the 11 ball. He might even have enough room to stun it over, George.
You think? We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. Again, it'll be a strange pattern if he does go to the bottom of the 8 ball as we view it. He doesn't seem to have the angle that he can go and just straight follow.
He's going to have to do something here because this is. Let's see what he does here. Does he straight follow and maybe bump the 10 and slide down past it, or does he come over?
Seems like it just slides past the 11.
Maybe.
See how hard he hits it. It slides right past the 11.
He stunned over. He had enough angle. Nice hit.
And that's a very, you know, you'll see that kind of stroke from the snooker style disciplines and the Chinese 8 ball.
And you also you watch him hit the heart of the pocket usually.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's no, if you don't hit the heart on their table, it's not going in. No running balls down the rail.
1-0 Lu Chuang.
And TJ, on the other hand, patiently in the chair, saying, okay, when do I come to the table?
Well, John Lennon's going to have to help him out. Get the magic rack. It's rack your own. I'm not sure what they're doing in the tournament side where they're keeping the magic rack. I see a lot of people looking underneath as if maybe they put the magic rack.
They hang it on one of the bolts that's hanging.
That's why
it comes out.
That's why the players keep on looking down.
Mm-hmm. They hang it down there on the bottom. That's what I've noticed them doing.
Uh-oh.
Instead of laying it on the table.
Lou is doing something that drives me nuts.
What's that?
He's putting a stripe on the top. He's free to do it. There's no rule against it, but I just, you know, to me, as a traditionalist, I suppose, but hitting the head ball, you'd think you want a solid there to get the best view of it. But, you know, that's just a quirkiness. Let's see if he cares one way or the other.
I think the rules say as long as there's a stripe on one side
on the other corner. Yeah, that's right.
Solid on the other, we're good to go. So we've seen the 2 ball spotted up by a couple of players. That's the first time I've seen a stripe ball spotted up. Nice catch there, Freddie.
Well, when you have that OCD like I do. Well, if he hits the second ball, I guess the stripe doesn't matter. Don't know how oftentimes you would use a break cue like this. Or second ball break like this in Chinese 8 ball. Well,
his cues are both one piece. They're not 2-piece cues.
Oh, I have to believe that Predator break cue is 2-piece. But then again, I don't know that.
Well,
it would fit.
His playing cue is 1 piece.
Yeah, he's got the long case. So if he's got a long case that holds 2, he wouldn't unscrew the Predator.
Correct.
But I would believe that Predator is 2-piece. But that's just a thought in my head right now.
It's a good one because I didn't notice it was a Predator.
For all you know, he picked it up here.
Well, for all he know, he brought it with him from
right,
China.
That's right. Well, nothing looks beautiful here. Low balls are the better balls from my view, George.
It'll be interesting to watch his shot selection and approach to the table. His stance, of course, looks almost like a snooker stance. If I kind of glanced at it a little bit ago.
Right leg planted.
Right. He's kind of facing the table and his cue's off to the side.
Yeah.
And as you can see, he moved the ball well, pockets the ball well. That was evident on that 5 ball especially.
And he did hit the low balls. Just needs to somehow get to the 7 ball and clear it.
Looking for his problem balls. The magic rack was not removed from the table, as the 3 ball and the ball next to it are probably frozen, so it will not be removed.
I wonder how many times he's been on a 7-foot diamond pool table, American pool table.
That is a good question. We should have asked him that prior, but his English is very limited. He did have a translator.
Well. He gave a little bit of head nod like he didn't like, but
he doesn't like where he's at.
It looks like the 3 ball goes. Why wouldn't you just draw this ball into the 7 ball and nudge it out?
I think it goes to the left side, but not the right.
Ah, okay.
Yes. See, I think it goes to this side down here, where we're looking at, but not the right. And he wants to move the 7 ball now and get on the deuce. Yeah, and get on the deuce, and he did.
Shot.
Very well done. Now he'll come back for the 7.
Well, it's a tricky out, isn't it? He's going to have to get out back for the 7 and be playing for the 2 balls that are trapped there. Usually this isn't a good idea. Can he actually cut the 3 ball in if he takes a look at it?
You know, he might be able to, but he hasn't looked at it yet.
He hasn't looked at it.
So
looks like that's a winning shot if he actually shoots it.
Yeah.
He hasn't moved the magic rack yet, and it doesn't look like they want to either.
He's going to have to take the cue ball in the window between the 8 and the 12, or the 9 and the 12. It's a small window.
Small window. Let's see.
Let's see how he approaches his shot. He's got to get to the right side of the table, and that's the only way I see to get there.
And he's a professional cueist, but the rails on the Chinese 8-ball are so different that does that translate well? See, he bumped that ball.
But it looks like he has enough.
Still has the 3. He's got to shoot through the magic rack.
He's got the same angle he had that you called a little bit ago, Freddie.
Right.
So.
Well, let's take a look at this magic rack, because you'd hate to slow roll this.
Yeah,
and now the ball that.
Yeah.
Now he's saying he cannot move it, and if you slow roll it, the magic rack. Let's see this shot. You'd hate for the magic rack to actually influence this shot.
You wouldn't want to slow roll this anyway. You can come all the way up for the side pocket position on the 8, so he's not going to slow roll this.
Right, see, he slow rolled it and skidded. And you can't tell whether it's skidded or maybe
the magic rack influenced
it.
Yes,
See?
definitely. Definitely.
And that's why I say it looked like he was going to slow roll just up and down like that.
Yes. But you watched the ball skid. It was rather evident.
Now this ball is right on top of the magic rack, and now because the balls aren't frozen together, John Lehman is able to take the cue ball out. That must drive. It would drive me nuts, but I'm sure.
Yeah, Lou feels it's a little unfortunate or unfair. Yeah, exactly.
He asked if we could take off the magic rack, and John said you really can't because the balls are trapped, frozen together.
Yeah, if they're frozen.
And John is just confirming with us that the balls are actually touching. It's very difficult, if not impossible, to start moving that magic rack when 2 balls are touching because it may influence. They may move. They'll never be back in the same spot.
Yeah, TJ has to do a little bit of work here. This 14 ball will not go in the lower left-hand corner, but it will go in the upper. But he has to get the cue ball there. So he's not out of the water. Lu Chuang's Fargo rating is 625.
And that's only because they didn't have a rating for him. And, maybe they can't get ratings with players who are only playing Chinese 8-ball, since he clearly has results that are available.
Well, if there's no data in Fargo for him, they give him this transitional rating. Or beginner, whatever they call that rating.
Yeah,
it's transitional.
Beginner rating. It really doesn't mean much in his case.
This is going to take a pretty good little shot here.
And he's missed it.
Well, this miss should cost him the game because if he can't cut the 3, he's got the 6
straight in
6
6
side. Yeah. And those side pockets these guys are deadly with shots like that.
It's just another shot.
Yeah.
So the mental part of it doesn't affect them.
Nope.
Perfect position here. 2-0 Lou.
TJ to break.
Scratch on the break last time. Wasn't a great break. Got the whole Hansen family rooting him on.
Well, we're playing this match at the CSI Pro Arena, located in the Grand Ballroom of the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino. Omega Store is the official store of the 40th
BCAPL
championships.
Using Cyclop balls. Obviously, it's a diamond 7-foot table. Tournament blue. Ivan Simonis cloth.
Viking is the official cue of the national championships this year. And CSI proudly presents them to you. We're in the 10th day with one more day to come.
Got to keep this ball on the table. Good solid break.
Nice cue ball.
And the 2 balls down.
Nice cue ball on the break.
John Lehman looking again to see if he can get the magic rack out of there. There's no balls touching each other. Mark the 13. Oh, he's going to mark the 14.
So is he
going
to get the other? Is he going to get the other one out? He's going to. Yeah, he's just going to
pick it up, slide the magic rack out.
He got it out without picking it up. Off and
nice
over.
Job. And now he's going to replace his ball. Nicely done. The referees, Bill Stock and John Lehman, have been working it.
Oh, they've been working it for 10 days now. Great job, by the way. We haven't had any type of a conflict in this pro arena or in the tournament that I know of for that matter.
Not really.
It's been so clean. It always is, though. They run it so well. It's refereed so well.
You know, if he looks like here with stripes, if he shot the 12 ball, that clears up any problems. Because he'll be shooting the 13 and 14
He's looking
into
at
the
it
same,
right now,
13 and 15 in the same pocket. If the 15 goes, but certainly if he shoots the 12 ball and gets a 13, the 15 goes into the other pocket.
And I think he'll figure that one out when he makes this one, then shoots the 14 in the side. He's not going to shoot the 14 on the side.
He missed the same type of shot, the slow roller in the corner pocket. Looks pretty wide open for Lou. Lou is already leading 2-0, and really, if he takes the high balls, it looks like he can make a clearance here. Obviously, I'd like to see him play on a big table.
You know, I'd like to get a chance to play on that Chinese 8-ball table.
Have at it. Have at it.
I wouldn't mind.
He's playing a combination, I believe. 13 into the 12 ball. But he's just got to make guard against losing the 13 someplace if he decides to choose it, to play it. Could play the 15 into the 12 as well if it actually goes.
Yes,
calling the 12.
That's what he's going to play. He'll probably fall forward and bump the 8.
Yeah, no, he's going to play the 13 or the 12. Just got to make sure he doesn't lose it. He's putting it slow, so the danger, of course, is following it in.
He had insurance.
He had insurance. Kind of played 15 up table. In fact, playing 15 up table might not be a bad idea right now if it's straight in. He doesn't mind it either.
8-ball looks like it goes by the 5, no problem.
Looks like it does.
That shot was hit dead center.
This one's a tricky one because you have to play this 14 in the side pocket, and as we've talked about before, it doesn't take much to be out of line into the side pocket. Short.
I don't think you're going to see that from Lou, because remember, they play those side pockets a lot. It's the biggest pocket on the table
for them.
For them on the Chinese 8-ball table.
But he didn't quite get high enough, so he's going to have to take a longer shot. Shouldn't have any problem with it, but
he's going to stop it.
Stop it right there. See, a little float.
Yep.
Had he been just a hair higher, he could have stunned it down and come up straight. Nice view. Head to the
this
side.
Ball going straight in the middle if it goes. Kind of like that.
Delivers the cue very well.
3-0.
Nice transfer of energy, as the instructors might say.
Transfer of energy. I call that
good transition, good transfer.
Crisp timing. Good timing.
3-0. All Lu Chuang.
Race to 7. On the one loss side, loser here goes home.
Literally.
Literally. Well, Lou won't because he's still doing. They have the table set up over there for him to
so
play all comers.
He'll go home at some point. I wonder how many people have taken him up on that challenge.
I don't know, but there's more to that challenge. Not only do you play a race to 3. I think you play 2 races to 3 or 1 race to 3 for 100. You bet 100 to their 200. And if you win that, there'll be a tournament on that table afterwards, and the winner will get an expense-paid trip to China, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, you know what? Playing his game on his table kind of seems like that idea if somebody bets you that.
I'll tell you, one person I overheard say, I can't beat that guy. I overheard Mike DeShane say that. So there's one of the top players in the U.S., so go take him on. I just like to get a chance to play on that table, but he's broken the balls well here. I made a ball in the break, and
John Lehman to take the rack off.
He's probably Lou's probably thinking, yeah, now you
better
take it off. And now you take it off. Cost me. You almost cost me the first game.
But it didn't.
No, it didn't. TJ didn't get out. So
his first shot will open up everything here because he only has one ball. That's a problem. It's the 14 ball, and no more problem. He would have liked to shoot that by the way he swished his hand, but he has. He's still going to shoot it. He's got the 9 ball if he wants it. 11 ball if he wants it.
He's playing with a glove. I got to try that. Freddie. You ever played with the glove?
I play with a glove almost exclusively now. Well, when I moved down to Florida, it was. I already did it in the summertime up in Massachusetts, but then when I moved to Florida, I started doing it full time, and I'm in Southern California now. But now it's natural.
I am going to try that. I know I hit a few balls with it the other night, and it was all new to me.
Well, if you're already okay without a glove, I'd say no glove. You know.
Well, especially in the Arizona climate, because I am from Tucson, so I mean we have pretty dry climate except for this time of year. But air conditioning works wonders.
Yeah.
Nice pattern. He'll stop this ball he'll play the 10, stop it or follow, of course. After
he actually overdrew just a hair, so now he's going to have to make sure they can squeeze this ball in. You see, he had to change his pattern because of it.
Freddie is our 8-ball specialist. He's also a 10-ball specialist.
I'm 8-ball specialist because I can't shoot straight. I need patterns to be able to make things anywhere near easy.
And you know that playing the right patterns and the right shots in 8-ball
makes things a lot
takes
easier.
the stroke. You don't need the stroke. You can just punch everything because you're just popping balls. But there's times you have to. But as you
Very nicely out, really. He solved the issue early, reassessed when he had to, and got out.
And, you know, playing on the 7-foot diamonds with the congestion and the liveliness of the rails, you end up reassessing quite a bit. That's Taylor in the upper right-hand part of your screen. Great match with Alex Pagalayan when they played Scotch doubles against him. Exhibition match. And her brother Tristan. They both put on a fantastic show. What a pleasure it was to watch that.
They ran out, I believe, every rack that they stepped up to the table to shoot it. And Alex was a great entertainment as always. Yeah, made a couple of circus shots, some lovely circus shots. We have that recorded.
It'll be on YouTube in a while. I mean, they said 6 months. These matches will go on YouTube.
I wonder if that one will go up sooner, since it wasn't a tournament one.
Right.
Great break here.
Yeah, but it was all pay-per-view, so.
Right.
And they probably won't put them on there.
Great break. Looks like he'd probably play the low balls. Everything seems to be going.
Wow. Yes. There's just no hitch here at all.
TJ might feel a little shell-shocked here.
Well,
he's got hit by.
He better recover fast.
It's 4-0 in a race to 7. The other guy really isn't missing except for when a ball is trapped on the magic rack.
When it skids off the magic rack?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like it skidded off.
Yeah.
Was it the rack or was it a skid shot?
It definitely skidded, so it could have been either.
You know, just as a quick point, do you recall seeing any skids? I don't recall seeing many skids. I think maybe one we thought it might have.
I've seen a couple that weren't, but nothing that changed anything. Yeah, maybe there was one that actually changed a shot. Yeah, we did have one. I just can't remember which match it was.
Yeah, but I mean, 10 days of watching this watching the pool here in the arena.
One big one, if I can remember correctly. Yeah. Somebody will tell us on the internet tomorrow.
Oh, okay, there you go. I saw that skid. Well, I really don't. If you ask me to recall and say which one it was, I don't know which one it was.
This one's a tricky out, actually, because it looks like he's asking for the 1 ball as his key ball. He can get to it by the 2, but he only has so much room to play here.
I think I like this. I think he'll come up straight up and end up by the 8. No, he's not anymore. He's going to go across the line.
Right.
Or he's going to draw it.
Draw up.
He'll draw
or
up.
One, either draw up or 1 rail up. Yeah. Sort of like just drawing up, but
I like it.
It's tricky. Both are tricky.
Well, if he tries to draw it up to the 8, I think he succeeds. If he tries to hold it down lower, I think he gets behind a ball.
He's just going to slow roll this, it looks like.
Oh.
Slow roll. Just needs some paint here.
He
and
does.
he can shoot it about as straight as possible.
Yeah. He's good. He's good. But he's got to keep it on the rail, so this will be a real soft shot.
Yeah, I like the drag draw stop stun shot.
Kind of like that.
He hit it a little bit firmer than but he's good. Now just put this in and slide a bead on your side.
This shot is tough. This has a tendency to come off the rail, but that one sure did not at all.
Good pace. I mean,
nice.
that confident pace.
That's how you keep it on there, too.
All right.
Nice shot.
Don't leave it up to the table.
Nice shot, TJ.
4-1. Lou over Steinhaus.
Race to 7.
Race to 7. This is the last match of the night for us.
I know you guys will miss us out there in TV land or in computer land.
Computer land.
Yeah.
Start again tomorrow. We're probably back at 11 a.m. again.
Those of you in the room at the Rio, you should all come down and we'll have a big party in the ballroom. You're buying.
We got Sarge here on the side.
Oh, yes. Sarge Aylesworth. Good guy. He told me he's dealing blackjack here in Vegas.
Sarge has been around for a long time.
Oh, yes, he has.
Second ball break again. It looks pretty wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, very wide open. Sarge was doing trick shots for a while, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was, yeah. It's funny, his names come up. Every once in a while, I'll say to Freddie, I used to play him, and Freddie just looks at me like, oh, yeah. What I'm not telling him is everybody used to beat me, but I'm not saying that.
I've played a whole bunch of world champions myself,
right.
and they thumped me every single time.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right.
Done. Looks like the 14 ball will be the first ball, and if he can, it really doesn't look to be much of a problem for a player like his caliber, his shot-making ability, and his ability to maneuver the cue ball.
And, he's tournament ready. I mean,
he's tournament ready. That's right.
Oh, yeah, he is. Tournament ready, tournament steady. There's a new term.
And
tournament
of course,
steady.
As soon as I said he's going to shoot the 14 ball, he shoots the low balls.
Well,
because either one of them is really good. Neither of them, the 4 and 3 are going to be the toughest balls if we want to invent something.
4 and 3.
Yeah, because it's just down there, and the balls up table lead well to the 8 ball. So he's starting to shoot all the balls that would be key balls out of the way.
I have a feeling his cue ball's not going to move very much after contact.
He's going to play that type of pattern where you go from one side of the table down.
Yeah.
I don't particularly agree with that with the 8 ball, but people like to say that, but it always gets you into trouble. See, there you go. Now I agree with him. Now I agree with him because he went down to the tough ball to get back up table for his key balls. Good job, Lou.
He's going to follow right by and shoot the 4. Yeah, he's going to follow right over and shoot the 4.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he stopped this ball. Oh, he's got a little bit of an angle so he can slide up.
He just came right over.
Make sure he doesn't get too high.
Yeah. He didn't like that.
No, and this is that issue I was talking about. But I think he's see he had to shoot a professional shot or an advanced shot to get there because he got on the wrong side of that ball in the side pocket. And which is why I like to not shoot balls in the side pocket.
Precisely.
But he's such a great shot maker. Cue ball control. If we all had that type of shot making cue ball control, then it wouldn't matter. For the rest of us, may want to reconsider where you shoot that last ball. I always suggest try to go for the corner pockets.
He did run a very disciplined pattern.
Right.
Very disciplined.
I like that he came down to the 3 ball instead of playing up table and then suddenly get trapped below.
He did it all with a natural angle. The worst he got the worst he could on the last ball before the 8.
Yeah, and he didn't really do much. The angles were there to bring him around.
And as Freddie pointed out, it was because he missed the angle he was going for the side pocket.
Just by a hair, really.
But that's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes when you go into the side.
5-1. TJ Steinhaus up against it.
Well,
missed a couple early shots.
he better get to work here. And now he needs some help from his opponent, too, so he can stay in this match, because at 5-1, oh, there's ball and break. That's a good thing.
He had a nice run out last time, so he's got another good opportunity.
He needs one here.
Yeah.
Let's help him out, Freddie. Coach him through it.
Well, since the 8 ball goes in the side pocket, you can choose either balls. Either ball set. The 14-13, 15-13 lies a little bit funny. So the 1 ball is his only issue, but once he gets rid of the 1 ball, or the 4 balls that the 1 ball passes, should be no issues here.
You know, the nice thing here is all the stripes. You got 5 stripes in front of the left-hand corner pocket.
Right.
The rest of the solids are all over the place. I mean, they're wide open for everything. You better look somewhere else. The 4 ball
still doesn't go, no matter how many times you look over there. Had he not rolled that far, he would have been shooting that. And he can't get to the 4 ball here. It's got the wrong angle unless he gets past the 11.
And off he comes for that. Now the 4 ball will go after this 2 ball.
Right.
And then, of course, it'll be the 6. And then, of course, over for the 1. And
the problem
or
with
he might
this
go
is
back and forth.
The problem with this is the 1 ball was the toughest ball on the table, and it's going to be still the last ball.
Would you go back and forth here?
I think I would
follow 3 rails.
I would be playing for the 1 ball here because I'd know that the 6 ball would be sitting right there if I came up short.
See, I would have gone 3 rails after that ball with position high right and gone 3 rails for the 1. If I don't get to the 1, I have the 6.
Exactly.
But now he's forced to get good on the 1
and play
and has
a tougher
to come
shot
down
for the 8 ball because it's below.
Yes. Coming straight to the side pocket. Oh my! He still has to get below the side pocket for this 8 ball.
Unless he
goes in the corner.
Unless he cozies up the 1 ball and plays the 8 ball in the corner pocket.
That 8 ball in the corner pocket's tough. That is it the 13 or the 11? The 13 ball is sticking its little foot out a little bit. So he's got to come around.
He's got to come around,
but
he's
in trouble.
there.
Oh, he's there.
He's there. He was very close to getting into trouble, but
he
got there. But that was a frustrated 8 ball shot right there.
A little power behind it.
Power behind that. That would have been awful if it popped off the table. But
funny thing is, I call that an exclamation point.
Exclamation point. There you go.
Whack. Well, Lu Chuang breaking to get on the hill at 6.
Yeah, he's had a couple of breaking runs. There goes that stripe on the top again.
Driving you crazy.
It is a little bit. It is. You know, I'm surprised, to tell you the truth, George, that the Chinese 8-ball game doesn't have the casino set, the red and yellow set, instead of the numbered balls. Why would they have numbered balls? Why do we have numbered balls? But why would they? Unless they play different games that you know, straight pool.
You bring up a good point. I just saw a new game, in fact, when I was playing with Rodney Morris down in Tucson during that video. There's a game called Saratoga. Have you heard anything about that?
No.
It's 8-ball. And you play it with 13 balls.
13 balls.
6 solids, numbered 1 through 6. 6 stripes, numbered 1 through 6. And then you play 8-ball, but you have to make the balls in rotation.
What's the 8-ball numbered?
The 8-ball is the 8-ball. And then there's points. You get points, numerical value. It's a really interesting game, and they're trying to get this game out, make the set of balls, and put it in the public. Meanwhile, Lou
broke dry. How do you like this? The cue ball. This is why he broke dry, because he let the cue ball, must have got the good hit. Cue ball's in the jaws.
So we finally had a dry break.
But look at that. So Chinese 8-ball is a call shot game. You do have to call the ball in pocket, so that's why they do actually have numbers. Our great reporting team.
Do they use the Cyclop balls? They are Chinese balls. So yes, they do use the Cyclop balls.
Interesting.
And they're the same size.
Same size. This is why we don't call it a snooker table. The snooker players would go crazy if we call it a snooker table. It's not a snooker table.
Their balls are 2 inches.
Or something.
And these are 2 1/4.
Okay, well, he made a first good shot there. Is he highs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 13 ball, if he's highs, is the trouble ball. No, he hit low balls.
was looking at the monitor when he shot, so I missed it.
I just saw the ball falling in the corner. 5 ball. Little bit of a tester. Got a good angle on it. Pumped it in.
Shot on the 7 is all he has, or if he chooses to cut the 1.
Looks like he can shoot the 7. If he can shoot the 7, that'd be good because the 2 ball and the 3 ball. Well, the 2 ball goes in the side.
Yeah. Yep.
But they also go back this way to the corner. So yeah, I think he's good. He's got some options here. He shot that same shot a couple times. That almost looks like a push shot.
It's a slow stroke shot.
Well, you know, both times he shot it, it almost, you know, maybe from the top it's obvious it isn't, but we've seen it from dead on, so I couldn't see how he stroked it, but it almost looked like a push shot.
Well, we have a referee
sitting right there.
Looking right at it. John's looking right at it.
I'm sure he didn't push, but it just looked like it. Do you play for the 2 here? You don't have to. Just play for the 3.
Play for the 3. Because see, when he shoots the 6, he'll be straight in on the deuce.
All right.
And he'll probably go for, well, he has to go for the 6 next because
he can't get to the 2.
Yeah, that's right.
Unless he wants to power draw back and double this corner.
Yep. And he played
shot,
it very, very nice. He's fine.
Nice,
he's good.
Nice.
He's excellent, in fact.
He's got to make sure he can come out of this so he can shoot the 8 ball after the 2 ball.
He wants a little angle to come up towards that 12 because the 8 ball's
surprised he hit this pretty hard.
And you got it. He's trying to get off that rail so he can put put a little draw on this ball. Or center, low English.
Low. If it's got an angle, it'll end up to the left of the 12 a little bit. I don't think he's got to draw it all the way back.
He's got to come back. He's got to avoid that 12.
He just stopped it.
Yeah.
He's got a shot in the 8.
Looks nice.
You know, TJ could have been really into this match if he didn't miss those first couple of balls.
Yeah, he did make two unnecessary misses.
2 unnecessary misses. The first one was actually a loose break,
and
then one on his. So good out. That was off of Lu Chuang's break, so he gets 1 mini break back. If he has an easy break and run here, he might put some pressure.
Yes, we might see a different Lu Chuang. Patient, arms crossed, watching his opponent.
Could be falling asleep. It's pretty late here.
Well, what are we? We're 9:40.
And I don't know when he came over here, if he's already been acclimated, but could be that for him it's, well, could be noon. He should be wide awake.
TJ to break the balls to get up with, you know, for 1 game, 5-4 to close the gap.
Big break, a lot of balls in the break. Looks pretty open. Oh yeah, we got a ball game here if he gets out.
He needs this. Yeah, he needs this. You know, we've seen a lot of racks. You know, a lot of matches. They take a big lead and then it closes up.
Clambers back.
Yeah, clambers right. They're just able to come right back. And in this alternate break format, you wouldn't expect it as much.
Right. That's what people keep on saying. They say once somebody gets in the lead, tough to come back. And yet we get comeback after comeback after comeback.
We've seen it match after match after match.
Well, the trouble here is to pick out which balls.
Decisions.
Yeah, and it really shouldn't be a decision. Just pick one and go. The easiest shot to start with, and I think that's what he did. Both balls were good.
The 7 and this 5 ball could get a little tricky here.
Right. It's the 5 ball or the 7 ball would be the toughest ball on the table.
Right.
It's the most challenging ball of the table, not toughest ball.
No, they're not tough. But they're tricky because of the 11 ball. The placement of the 11 makes them a little tricky.
I think he floats down for the 5 and makes it and clears it.
He came down too far.
Came down,
he's
but
going to have to go uphill.
Up table. That's interesting. Yeah. Interesting decision there. If the 7 may go directly in the side pocket, then no issues.
That's what was tricky about that.
That was a lot of spin from that shot to just try to get to the 5 ball.
He did. He used quite a bit.
Pumps it in.
The side pocket. I thought he was going to shoot that in the corner. That's a tough side
yeah,
pocket.
He was
shot.
dead straight in, I guess.
Yeah.
That's why he shot it. It would be hard to believe that he actually played for that, but
it's a tough side pocket shot.
yeah. He's cueing low.
He's coming over to the left for the 3-ball on the side.
Good shot. I think he needed to go a little bit farther because now he's forced to shoot to the 2-ball instead of the 1-ball.
The 1-ball's fine. You shoot to the 3-ball, the 2-ball, come back for the 1, and
but where's the 1-ball going to go?
I believe it might go down in the corner here.
Oh, that's awfully tight to pass.
Is it tight?
If it goes, then it goes.
Well, he's shooting the 1-ball now.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Takes care of that.
Sort of.
Heck, if he just shot the last shot on the side, he could have shot that one off the 2.
Well,
actually, this is a tougher key
this
shot.
This is tough. Definitely a tough
shot.
key shot here.
Yeah.
And now he's got to rethink.
Kind of like them shooting that 1-ball last. But if you said it was real tough by the 8, then I can totally understand it.
If he had gone up a little bit, he would have shot the 3-ball. This looks good.
Does he have the angle? Yes, he
I
does.
think he does.
Yes, he does.
But again, this ends up being a little bit, because he's got a 727 rating. It's a professional rating.
Wow.
Slide it on over. Good shot. Good out.
And
he's
we are
within one.
Within one. He says, you might be a Chinese 8-ball champion.
But I ain't having none of that on the 7-foot.
It doesn't mean you're going to run over me.
That's right.
It's quite all right. I can play too. But
so Lou got here. He defeated Max Eberle. Was that on the
one side? This is his first match. This is his first match on the one-loss side.
Okay.
Josh Roberts sent him to the one-loss side in his last match. We had 53 players, 56 or 53 players, somewhere
in that range. Yeah. A lot of the players have left. A lot of the pro players that have been here have left. Some of them have gone to Memphis. Some of them have gone to Qatar. Second ball break again. Last time was a little bit not a great hit. Yeah. Didn't make a ball last time.
56 players.
This one's better. But nothing on the break, and that's huge. If TJ gets out here, he has an opportunity to break.
Wow. To get on the hill.
To get on the hill.
He'll break to get on the hill if he can get out here. And he's looks like he's found his stride.
He's found his stride.
He's settled into the match.
For the high balls, the 13 doesn't go into either of the lower pockets. And for the low balls, you see the 2-ball and the 3-ball is trouble.
Yeah, that's big trouble there. 2 balls on the same rail against the rail being blocked. That's big trouble there.
So I think he's got to move something here. Maybe if he hits the stripes, like playing the 9, he can move the 11 after the 14. 13 after the 14. Or do a break. So
which ball did you call a problem ball?
Well, this 13 that's down by the rack, it doesn't go to either pocket, the lower pockets.
Okay.
It's got to go up table, but it doesn't actually go anywhere right now. Maybe to the side pocket if you had ball in hand.
He's taking stripes.
Yeah, I
think actually like taking stripes, but the 13 is a concern. Is he changing his mind, maybe?
I wouldn't think so. There's too many trouble balls.
Yeah,
in the low balls.
that 2-3 is just. Well, I would not go right by that. I'm not going to have to do with that. Nothing to do with that.
I think he'll shoot the 9, then attack this 13 right now. One rail across and just tickle it.
He can move it right now if he shoots the 12.
He might shoot the 10 into the 1-ball and move the 1-ball, which would solve that issue.
Yes.
So that's what he's going to do. 12 first and then the 10. Tickle it off the 1, clear that pocket.
He can't move
maybe.
That, yeah.
So he's not concerned about it at all.
So he has a plan for it. I'm going to say he has a plan for it.
I hope so, because...
How would you let us in on the plan?
Exactly, because if the 13's sitting there last and still doesn't have a pocket to go to, that would just be awful.
Well, he could always bank it.
He could always bank it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Bank it to the side, he can bank it to the corner. But, you know, banks are available. It's still Friday night. They'll be open in the morning.
I just find this, you know, pretty fascinating that he still hasn't taken care of this, but he's had that plan when he had the opportunity to get to that 10 into the 1 way back then. If that indeed is what he'll end up doing.
He could also play it to the right-hand side pocket.
Yeah, if he gets below it.
Yeah, he's got to get below it. And it's going to take some travel, so it's not going to be for sure.
And some precision.
Yeah, it's going to have to be right on it. But
now he's looking at it.
He's looking at that. Here you go.
It's pretty late in the game to be looking at it. This is such a crucial game, too.
This is important for him right here.
If he gets out, he'll be breaking to get on the hill. If he doesn't get out, Lou will be on the hill. Okay, that's still there.
Well, Lou still has to contend with that 2-3. There are
Yeah,
problems
that's true.
for him
That's true.
too.
It's not like it's automatic.
No, it's not automatic. That I'm telling you that you pointed it out. That 2-3 is big, and the 5 right there next to the 8.
Good position. He's got a slight angle. I think he just goes ahead and shoots this.
You just answered the question. You were right when he said he can shoot the 10 ball into the 1 to open it up for the 13. And he's got his cue ball slides over.
Correct, yeah.
For both balls.
For both balls. That's
so
key.
You have his choice. Just got to make this one.
He's already got his cut speed. Shoot it. Missed it.
He had to get to the rail first. He did not. He hit the ball before he hit the rail.
Yep. Had to go to the rail cushion first.
Big miss there because he just flat missed that ball.
The good news is for him is that this is not a sellout. He's hung the ball, so a safety will be very difficult. And Lou seems to be like he's forced to shoot out.
He'd be probably playing this
6 ball.
No, he's going to address his problems. He's got to move. He's got to move the 15 ball, and he's got to move the 5 so that the 3 and the 2 both have a pocket. Because you don't want to shoot them to the same pocket.
Right.
So he's got a problem.
He's got a problem.
And this 6 opens up the 2 balls next to it. The 3.
Right. So that's why I say shoot the 6 ball first. Oh, I wonder if he's just trying to get to that 15. It certainly didn't look like there was any angle for him to do that.
No.
He's going to work this one. Definitely going to work this one. If he gets out here, this will be an all-world out.
Let's see if I can help him solve this.
Let's go.
Let's go. You ready? Shoot the 7 with shape on the 1. When you shoot the 1, move the 15, and you have the 4 as insurance. Then come over for the 2, the 5, and the 3.
He could move the 15 shooting the 7 or off the 1?
No, off
7
the 1.
To the off the 1. Okay.
Yeah, shoot the 7 to get to the 1.
You know.
And then move the, with an angle for the 15. He's going to take this ball. This isn't a ball bad to take. This isn't a bad ball to take. There we go.
Almost the same type of angle here.
And here's his angle to move. No,
it's just short, isn't it?
He had to come with just. Let's see if he can do it. He might be able to do it from here. I don't know. I'd like to be a little closer to that side pocket on the right. He's looking at it. That was his plan, it looks like.
It was his plan, but he didn't get there, so.
No. Readdress.
Readdress. This is a good study here. This is why 8-ball is one of the most interesting games.
Have you read some of the books on it?
I'd rather not.
Okay, I didn't know if you had or not. I never have. And that's why
I say I'd rather not because sometimes they're written for professionals, and this is a different look at it when a professional plays it versus the amateurs.
See, he tried to move. Well, he moved the deuce.
He moved the deuce, and that's
fine because
that was the trouble ball.
Yeah,
he can get to the 3, go someplace.
Yes,
he probably has the right angle here too.
Very nice shot. There was there was a way of taking care of the problem.
That's right.
We didn't look at. He did.
He did.
We didn't.
Just go to it.
Either move the deuce or move the 15. He moved the deuce.
He's called a ball up here. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just because it's so close that yes, called them 2. Just in case it rubs off the 4.
Rub. He hit that so pure it wasn't funny.
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, and now here's his problem solution.
Yeah, the deuce was really the big troubled ball, and then of course this one becomes the most challenging ball to shoot at, the 3 ball. But don't expect him to even come close to missing this one.
This ball to get on the hill. for the most part. So if he makes,
he missed it by a mile.
What did you say? Don't expect him to what?
Miss that, but wow, that looked like
that was a surprise.
That looked like an amateur miss right there.
That was a big surprise right there.
I noticed that he had hooked his arm and it must
Did
have been
you?
like
Nerves,
he wasn't able to
maybe?
plant his arm like he normally was, but he must see that all the time.
Well, you know, on the Chinese 8-ball table, they'll roll those in, and they're very tough shots. You have to hit them soft and spin the ball once it hits there.
Well, that's a good point because, quite honestly, as you said before, they don't generally take on that shot if they don't have
That's
to,
exactly
and therefore,
Yeah.
welcome to American pool.
Yeah, they shoot that a little bit different. They have to spin it in.
Now, I'm not a big fan of leaving a ball that's deep in the pocket as your last ball, your key ball, because it's actually not so easy to play automatic shape.
Well,
but back and forth here, I think.
The one ball looms large.
One ball looms large, and he's handled that pretty easily.
He's got an open pocket, but
is
he concerned about the 3?
I think the 3 ball provides an optical challenge more than anything else. It
Exactly.
looks like he has a whole pocket to actually go.
No, it looks open all the way.
And he pumped it in, hit the face of the pocket. Wow.
So he shot it to the outside of the
pocket.
pocket.
To the outside of the pocket.
That 3 ball was concerning. Big game for TJ. Big game. Remember, this is on the one-loss side, so our Chinese champion might be going back to his Chinese pool table.
And winning some money, because if anybody takes him on, that's a bad proposition.
Don't tell him that. Let the guy make some money.
Well, you know.
He's given 2-1 on the money.
I'm telling the streamers, so I don't think the streamers are going to come driving out here just to play him.
What about everybody in the room here at the Rio?
They're sleeping. You think
I doubt it. You're in Vegas.
You think they'd get dressed to come down here and try him some Chinese 8-ball or he's
2-1 on the money? Sure they will. It's only 10 o'clock.
Come on down.
Come on down.
You know, that miss.
We're going to have a ring game on this table.
The miss by Lou doesn't just give Tyler the chance to get in his position and break to get on the hill, but that'll work on him. Like, what's going to happen the next time he's on the same exact shot?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like he jawed the ball.
Good point.
He completely duffed it.
No, duff? I'm going to call it something else. Put a leash on and take it for a walk. As good as these guys play, I'm sorry. I'm just going to go on the.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, he dogged it. He certainly dogged it.
It was badly missed.
It's late.
And there is that.
Would never have believed that he would miss that. Obviously, because I said that.
I was with you. I mean, I'm thinking cutting the balls down the rails. You know, he doesn't have to spin it in, so it's an easier shot for him than it normally is when he's playing on his table.
Right.
But yeah, in fact, I was watching them play, and when they shoot the ball down the rail, they shoot it real soft, and they'll put spin on the ball so that when it hits the rail just before in the pocket, it spins in. Otherwise, it jaws.
Are you saying they use get in English?
You going in English. Going in English.
What the heck's the difference between going in English and get in English?
It ends up at the bottom of the pocket either way. Well, Tyler wants to use some going in English here.
The referee's got to take a look at this because it's going to be a close hit. You can actually tell if the 3 ball goes backwards, it's a good hit. If it goes forward, and it did go backwards, see how it went to.
No concern whatsoever.
But John didn't even step up, and usually he really should have.
He could see it from there. He has a better angle on that shot than we do.
I don't think he knew he was shooting that ball because for sure he would have gotten up.
No. He didn't, and it was obvious to us.
Yeah, it was obvious to us because he hit it good. If he hit it bad, it wouldn't have been so obvious.
This is not. He moved the ball.
You got to look there.
He's asking.
How much did he move it?
I don't know, but Tyler pointed out that he touched the ball.
He's saying, "Go ahead and move it." Boom, done. Now he's going to have to play
this combo?
A combo.
He doesn't have a choice, does he?
I guess he was only upset because he touched the ball, because surely he was playing this. How could he have gotten anywhere else? Was there another spot to go to?
Yes, I'd have gone down where I can cut the ball and go 3 rails for position on 12. I don't want to play this combo. But he played it successfully. Nice shot.
Yeah.
Those shots are tricky.
They are tricky, but I think that's what he was playing. So when because he hit it so firmly that it feels like that had to have been what he was playing. I don't think draw got away from him on that one. It's an interesting shot. He's going to go between the 6 and the deuce. If he does, he'll get a position on the 9 ball.
This has also become a very interesting match.
A very
what
interesting
appeared
match.
to be a runaway, all of a sudden, got pretty tight.
As long as he's not jacked up.
He is jacked up.
Does the 8 ball pass the 6 ball? He shook his head, so
no.
apparently not.
No,
not
so
even
he's in
close.
trouble. Cut it in the side. And
Cuts
go up
it
and
inside,
down.
go up and down the table.
No, he's drawing the ball.
He's drawing the ball.
This is a tough shot.
Fading the corner pocket.
This is a very tough shot.
8 ball in the side pocket. Or the corner. Powers
Nice
it in.
shot.
Fades the corner pocket. 8 ball in the side pocket.
Nice, nice shot. Big shot right here. Puts him on the hill.
This is a huge shot. Well, we'll know immediately if it goes in. If it's going to go in.
Oh, we're going to watch. We've got a great angle right here. As soon as he hits it, we'll know if it's in or not. It's in.
It's in. What an out. What an out.
What a comeback.
Yeah.
Was he down 4-1 or 5-1?
Yes.
He's lost, yes, for both. Has he won 5 games in a row?
I remember when it was 4-1, so I don't remember, to tell you the truth. It's been, yes, you're absolutely correct. Who says you can't get catch back up being down a lot?
There you go. Like I said, we've seen it match after match after match. We think these guys are getting blown out, and all of a sudden, we're tied on 5, getting on the hill, and he just got on the hill.
It's the dry break of Lou that's done it.
Right. And he's breaking now. He better not dry break here. Because I'm telling you, TJ's found his stride.
And that's
He's
right.
comfortable. He's made some great shots. He's pumped. He's ready
pumped.
to go here.
Lou trying to break down 5-6 and a race to 7.
After leading 5-1.
5-1.
If I'm right there.
5-1,
right.
5-2, but
yeah, it was something
in that area.
Yeah, somewhere in there. I know it was 4-1.
He hit them much harder that time.
And didn't make a ball.
The dry break continues, and that's not going to do it.
Dry like the climate in the desert.
What looks good here? The 10 ball is kind of buried.
Wow.
If the 1 ball goes, feels like he might start with that.
Well, I hope TJ doesn't have any ideas of going over to that Chinese snooker, Chinese 8-ball table and doing something.
He'll lose his winnings.
Maybe. After those shots he just shot, maybe he shoots pretty good over there. That was a good shot he made on that 9 ball.
It really was.
It came back. That was a very, very top-level shot.
And you had to fade that corner pocket because it was drawing straight at it.
Yep. That was a high-level shot.
It's interesting if he actually shot this 5 ball in the side pocket.
Why would he when he can open up the 3-6?
When he can shoot other things.
Yeah. He can shoot the 1 ball, too.
I certainly like the 1 ball if it's straight in. Now, he's got a little bit of an angle, so as long as he can hold it for one of those balls, the 6 ball or the 5 ball, you can see that's not exactly ideal.
Yeah, because see, if he shoots the 6 ball first, he can get in trouble real quick.
I think so.
Real quick.
I think he ends up shooting the 1 ball, but he's got to kind of hold this
line.
Maybe just rolls into the 2.
Maybe he goes up and then shoots the 2 next. Oh, he doesn't have the angle for that, does he? But yeah, so rolling in would be good.
And play the 6 ball next.
Once
he gets the 6 ball. All right, so he held it like that, and he's still on the 6. He's staring it down. Feels like if he had rolled forward, the 2 ball would have definitely kept him on the 6. Now he's got a hair of a cut.
So what does he shoot after the 6?
It looks like he has to roll it for the 5 in the corner because I don't think he wants to be playing this shot with any kind of pace.
He's going to roll it for the 5 in the side, the opposite side pocket.
Yeah, I think so. If he has some kind of cut on it, then it goes, yeah, that's what it looks like. If he can actually cue this, he can just draw it out, but it looks tight. It looks like he's going to draw it out then. Yeah, plenty of room there.
Plenty of room, and the angle. The angle is important, too.
The 4 ball becomes the challenge here.
He just rolls a little forward, and he's got the 4. Oh no, never mind. Not from that angle. He doesn't have it.
So I don't know if he's playing for the combination, which seems strange because he really didn't have to. The 3-ball went in the side pocket.
Mm-hmm. He could come over for the deuce and play the 3 in the side and just come out of that really well.
Interesting, because he's put this on a combination that I don't think he needed to play for, but it's dead straight in. He's thinking, of course I can make this.
It's a combo, Freddie.
It's still a combo, because the 2-ball actually doesn't go past the 14.
It's a combo he had no problem with.
No problem. Well, still needs to get rid of the 2. I guess he's going to play it in the side.
Do you like playing that 7 now?
If it's straight in, yes.
It's not.
Yeah. A little inside English, I think. Go to the end rail and just hair back. I can play the 2-ball up table. Don't get on the cushion.
Wow.
Well,
that's an awful tough shot for the 2-ball in the corner.
He's given himself a little bit of tester here, and he's rolling it.
This isn't a little bit of a tester.
Kind of rolling it. Yeah,
this isn't a little bit of a tester.
This is big, and he's missed a couple shots that he's kind of rolled into a corner pocket.
Well, I'm going to go on a limb and say he's not going to miss this. He's going to be perfect on the 7.
The little ramp. It's in. It's in. Now.
Come straight back or follow 2 rails forward. The 12 ball's in the way if he goes that way. Yep.
Just don't overdraw this ball.
And then he has
so
to shoot.
easy to, you know. Yeah, it's easy to overdraw and it's easy to underdraw.
He's coming back.
He's got an angle, so it looks like he's coming back with a 15.
Reverse English.
Beautiful.
Executed
Beautiful
perfectly from a 5-1 lead.
He wins the next 6 games.
Deficit. He wins 5 games in a row.
And that's it.
To win the match.
TJ Steinhaus moves on. Liu Chang
11
is
eliminated. 11 a.m. tomorrow morning.
11 a.m. We get that going. So, from the Rio.
Good night.